Welcome back. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can log on to m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. And don't forget to download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. Having the Channels TV and the Channels 24 apps will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to the Eyewitness feature, with which you can be part of the news. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu, and don't forget to follow the instructions you see. The Nigeria Youth Dialogue Group has called for more hands to be on desk among young people in Nigeria, taking a cue from various advocacy on restructuring as a panacea for national development. The convener of the youth movement, Gideon Osi, warns about the thin line between agitations and disrespect for constituted authority, taking a cue from various advocacy on restructuring.
We should collectively give quick notice to all the electoral malpractices we usually witness with election. We should put our strength together. Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. We say we are giving quick notice to political thuggery in 2019 general election. Not giving quick notice to people that are doing their business because of a statement of a man in UK, a statement of a man in Umuahia, or a statement of a man in Port Harcourt. Then a peaceful Igbo man running his business in Kano, you will slaughter him because somebody said. That is absolutely unacceptable.
Results cannot come out from what we have at the moment. We know. Everyone is aware. This is possibly not the best country of our dream. But to make the corrections, to make that change possible, to develop a country of our dream, lies in the hands of the youth. So let us not create avenue for the older generation to think that we are not responsible enough to lead. Let us not create enmities amongst our peers across sub-regions. Let's come together and decide how best we want Nigeria to go.
The newly elected Speaker of the Kogi State House of Assembly, retired Honorable Matthew Kolawole, has refuted claims in some quarters that the invitation of government officers by the House led to last week's attack on members of the Assembly. Mr. Kolawole, who refuted the allegation while in an exclusive interview with our correspondents in Lokoja, said the invitation has nothing to do with the crisis in the House of Assembly, while he promised to carry out an investigation when the House resumes plenary. According to him, the 3 government officers were invited to enable the House have first-hand information about the face-up between the state government and academic staff of the Kogi State University, with a view to finding lasting solution to the problems.
I want to tell the general public to discount that insinuation that probably what happened was because we invited them. We invited 3 of them. The Commissioner of Finance was equally involved. He wrote an official letter to inform the House that he won't be able to come because he was going for a World Bank meeting, which the letter was about to be read when this crisis started. But things as it may be, when we resume, we will revisit it and see how it goes. The state government, I can tell you, has paid a lot of workers who, behind their claim, they've not paid them. So I don't see the House of Assembly having any confrontation with the executive over payment of salary or not. It is not of our beauty, but we have to protect the people who sent us in by asking what we believe are their own demands. So I think the Accountant General was not there that day, or the head of service, who would have said, okay, maybe the crisis happened because of them. It is not at all.
Some youth groups under the aegis of the Concerned Nigerians have defied the early morning showers in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, to protest the non-disclosure of the president's health status. Speaking at the Unity Fountain in Abuja, members of the coalition say the long stay of the president abroad has resulted in a near comatose system. They are asking President Muhammadu Buhari to resume or resign.
If you know you are in power.
To have a president who has been absent for almost 3 months and nobody's telling us anything. Nobody's saying anything. We sympathize with the president, the family, okay? But if it were to be my father, I'll say, Father, please, just come. Let's take care of you first. Forget about the office. Let's take care of you. Now, the fact that Nigeria is stagnant, we really don't know where we're going. And a lot of this problem emanates from the fact that we don't know whether we have a president or not. And if the president is incapacitated somehow, what's wrong with him? We have a right to know.
We are here to salvage this country, our Nigeria. Nigeria has gone into a lot of crisis. It's a crossroad. For our president has been out of this country for a very long time. And what we are hearing from the cabals is nothing but our president is held and hearty.
Nigeria's permanent representative of the African Union, Hajia Rahimat Momodu, has decried the low representation of women in Nigeria's political space. The African Union envoy, who was in the keynote speaker at the forum in Abuja, expressed concern about the continued decrease in the numbers of female politicians who occupy elective positions in the country. She is urging women to organize themselves and ensure that 35% women representation in governance recommended by the United Nations is realized in 2019.
If you say 35% must be women.
One of the key issues in the amendment of the 1999 Constitution is the failure of the two chambers of the National Assembly to back the 35% affirmative action for women as proposed by the United Nations.
I think the whole of this section is not quite necessary.
The 35% affirmative action is a United Nations resolution that seeks to give women much representation in elective positions. The focus of the forum is the 35% affirmative action for women. Nigeria's permanent representative at the African Union led the discussion by decrying the failure of the National Assembly to approve the clause in the ongoing amendment of the 1999 Constitution.
I was very shocked when one of the male senators, speaking against the 35% affirmative action bill, said in effect that if we pass this bill, the time shall come when women will take over. Nigeria still has a long way to go for women to be fully engaged in governance and national building.
But she proffers a solution by asking Nigerian women to mobilize themselves ahead of the 2019 general election to make the affirmative action a reality.
Organize and make a change. We make it look as if the country is far from us. The people in government are spirits and ghosts, so we cannot engage with them. When we are married to some of them, we went to school with a lot of them.
I think the key issue with women in Nigeria is not in so much as having negative attitudes, but a need for capacity, understanding and education, and of course motivation. I believe that if Nigerian women have more platforms to dialogue, be educated, be informed on their relevance, the power of their input, the significance of the attempts they will make in lending their voice, I believe that they are positive enough, they are willing enough, and they are able also to do better.
There is currently few female representation in elective positions in Nigeria. For instance, out of the 109 senators in the Senate, only 7 are women, a far cry from the United Nations recommendation of 35% representation.
Still to come on news across Nigeria, resident doctors at the Federal Medical Center Owerri say they are disappointed. We'll find out why in just a moment. Stay with us.